and welcome to another interesting episode of Parichaya on this channel Vyasadarshan, which is managed and produced by Department of Journalism and Mass Communication of FMU University. Friends, as you all know, we try our level best to invite guests to our studio and have conversation with them through which you can take away your learnings, your lessons and get inspired from their life journey. Today we have not one but two guests here with us. One, Professor Satyaban Jena, a former head and senior professor from Department of Chemistry, Utkal University. So welcome to the show, welcome to our studio. We are delighted to have you. And we also have with us Professor SWAPANDEEP Singh Chimni, Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. Both are from the Department of Chemistry. And we are, of course, we'll have a lot of conversations revolving around science and chemistry, of course. So welcome. And we are pleased to have you here in this program. Yes. And so where should we start from? So let us start with chemistry, because one thing that is common here and more common between three of us, that is chemistry. So sir, here you are invited for this conference in FMU University, and a lot of deliberations and discussions must have happened since morning. So what was the key takeaway from the first inaugural session or the first session that you just attended?
Well, in the inaugural session, all the learned speakers were introduced, and we also got to know each other. And about the main aspect of the conference, it was the hospitals, applications, and recent trends in hospitals. So that is what was introduced. And very lucidly, we got to know about, and that is what is going to follow the next 1.5 days. So discussions on this area. So that's what we
Professor Satyaban, we also have the same question for you, that how important you feel are these conferences and these deliberations, and how is it going to contribute to the knowledge of the students who have attended and the research scholars?
Okay, so looking at the title of the conference, I can see this is an interdisciplinary conference. It deals with advanced materials. Chemistry, if you compare 18th century, 19th century and 21st century, things are developing at a very fast rate. Starting from the synthesis of urea in 1828 till date, a lot of advancements have taken place. When urea was synthesized in 1828, it was just heating ammonium cyanide to urea. It was done by Polar. But then the application of urea came in the 20th century. In India, this urea plant, the fertilizer plant, was first done by Gujarat Narmada Fertilizer Company. And now you find in almost every state they have plants to manufacture urea fertilizer. So the application, a molecule of today may find an application after a few years. Coming to the pharmaceutical world, you see a lot of drugs are being synthesized. And you see the mortality rate of people, see the average life expectancy has gone up. And people are living average more than 70 years. So this is precisely due to the advancements in the area of drug delivery, drug discovery, and so many antibiotics. The pharmaceutical world is developing like anything. Coming to the material science, material aspect, in polymer chemistry, you find a lot of things are happening. The sofa in which we are sitting, all these are polymeric materials. The bottle in which we are taking water, that PET bottle is a polymeric material. So a lot of advancements are taking place. And coming to energy sector, any sector you find, a lot of applications are coming in material chemistry.
Okay.
So nowadays we call it material science. So material science encompasses the areas of physics, chemistry, engineering, and even civil engineering, mechanical engineering, energy engineering, all branches of engineering. And with the development of nanoscience and nanotechnology, things are moving at a very fast rate. When a material is made smaller and smaller to a nano level, the properties change. Lot of new properties are imparted. So that's why people, the scientists, the engineers, are getting new properties out of these materials.
Okay.
So certainly this conference will throw light to the younger generation to look at the different aspects that material science has. It has immense potential, and this today's conference, many invited speakers, they will be dealing with a lot of diverse topics.
Yes.
And just now I was hearing a lecture on biochar. It was being delivered by a professor from IIT Guwahati. He is a professor of chemical engineering. So this material science has pervaded its areas to all branches of pure science, engineering, and a lot of things. So I think this today's conference at Fakir Mohun University will definitely benefit the young researchers, students, and the people who are doing research in this area. They will be greatly benefited by this.
I have a very important question now, which is coming from the very core of my heart. I have always been in awe of chemistry because I am someone who is from, have always liked history, English, literature, poems, and when it came to chemistry, I was always in fear of this subject. So, do you think it's a very difficult subject? To begin with, from people who are studying in schools, how do they develop this? How do we make this subject easy? Can it be made easy?
Yes, well, the teacher who is teaching the subject at the elementary level should make the subject interesting. And chemistry is an experimental science. So, in the school days, I still remember when I was a student in a high school, my science teacher used to show us experiments, preparation of different gases, and study of their properties. So he was demonstrating to us. So that is how my curiosity developed to know this subject.
Okay.
See, there is a gas, say oxygen. Oxygen will is a supporter of combustion, but carbon dioxide is not the supporter of combustion. So like that, because initial stage you have to catch the mind of the student, and you have to make the subject interesting. See, at the college level, fundamental principles are taught. So the teacher must carry out some experiments in the class, or the demonstrator should carry out some experiments and show it to the students.
Okay.
Then only the subject will be made interesting. And through this procedure, the students will learn the subject well. It is not a difficult subject.
Yes. So how you, how your interest towards chemistry developed? Was anyone from your family into the subject of chemistry?
No. Nobody from our family was into chemistry or science even. So as Dr. Jena has just now told you that his school teacher, chemistry teacher, used to show them experiments, and that really motivated him or excited him about chemistry. The same situation was with us as well. Our teacher used to show us many experiments like that. So that really fascinated us, and so that's how I thought of getting into it. And the love, it's all about getting the first love. So when you get that first love, then you follow it, and nothing is then impossible. Probably you don't get that time to get this first love in chemistry.
Yeah. So tell us something about your journey in this academic world. How did you start from it? Our audience would be really interested to know more about you. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually come from a rural background. I studied in a rural ME school and high school. Then I came to Bhadrak College. So I really watched the experiments shown to us by our teacher and demonstrators. Then I had developed a love towards chemistry. I topped in my intermediate examination, ISC examination of Utkal University. That was during that time. That was the practice. Most of the students, they were going for physics honors, but I am the exception that I took chemistry honors. So during my study of the honors at Bhadrak College, there were very good teachers, and particularly there was a teacher. He belonged to this district, Bhubaneswar district, Professor Mahendra Kumar Padi. So he inspired me a lot. So I used to go to his residence, and he used to talk with me on different aspects of chemistry. So my doubts were cleared by him. So I gradually developed interest, and from Bhadrak College, I again stood first in the university, and I went to Ramsar College. And Ramsar College during those days had a wonderful galaxy of teachers. Professor Mahendra Kumar Rao was the principal, and we had two professors of organic chemistry background, and we had wonderful teachers there. They are very good classroom teachers, and they used to take blackboard and chalk. So the finer things I learned from that college, Ramsar College. And then what happened? I was selected for Indian Forest Service. I dubbed my state, joined for some time in the academy, IFS Academy at Dehradun, and then I left it because I was very much enamored towards academics, research, and chemistry, my subject. So I became a lecturer, and fortunately, I did my PhD from the same Ramsar College with a very renowned professor. Then I tried for a position at Utkal University when a vacancy came out. So I became successful. I went there, joined there. So I only taught to postgraduate students. So that was the beginning of my university teaching. And then after that, I got an opportunity to be selected by Government of India in a fellowship in 1988 to go abroad. So I went to UK, two good institutes. One is University of Leeds, and another is Maxwell's Institute. And there I came across with a very renowned professor of organic chemistry, Professor Peter Johnson, A.P. Johnson. And I became interested. At that time, he was very famous in the area of computer-aided organic synthesis. In the world, throughout the world, only 2-3 schools were active in those areas. So I was fortunate to be associated with that computer-aided organic synthesis, that is CADOS. So I had a good training there with the professor, and I was really, very fortunate to be associated with the group. Then after that, I came back, stayed in Utkal University. I have not gone out of Odisha, out of my alma mater, Utkal University. I studied the subject well. I attended different conferences, like this conference. I have gone almost more than 300 universities in the country, more than 40-50 CSR labs, and almost all IITs. I love to attend conferences and learn. So that's why I became interested to know the subject more and more. I superannuated in the year 2014, and after superannuation also, I used to go to USA. My elder daughter stays there. So whenever I go there, I do some coursework with the renowned professors of USA. And I found that whatever topics I taught in Utkal for last 30 years, or so, most of the things are now changed. Lot of advancements are coming. New books are coming. New knowledge coming every day. So I keep myself my leisure time. So many of my students made request to write books, textbooks at the postgraduate level. So after my retirement, 2014, then I stayed in Kyoto University as Director Academics for another 5 years. So after 2020, I became totally free and I started to write books. So whatever experience I had accumulated during these 40 years of my journey and love to organic chemistry, I started writing books. So I gave those manuscripts to one of my students at Parampur University, who is a faculty, Dr. Lakshmidhar Rao. So he applied his uh, chem-draw techniques and other things to give the final shape to the book, and the 8 books were released within a span of 5 years. And those books are very helpful for students who want to appear the CSIR UGC NET examination, GATE examination, and all public service examinations. Because nowadays very tough questions are coming. The students should be exposed to those type of questions. So I am personally very happy that those 8 books are nowadays found very suitable for students preparing and also for teachers who are teaching at the postgraduate level. I get telephone call from many of my friends, many IIT professors also. So that gives me enough happiness. And my leisure time now, I spend every day 4-5 hours with chemistry, advanced chemistry of organic chemistry.
That is wonderful.
That's why I spend my leisure time.
What an incredible journey, I must say, from a rural space to USA and to leading universities and institutes of in this world, and also applying that knowledge, gained knowledge over the years, and putting it in the form of textbooks and now transferring it to the students. Sir, let us hear about your journey. In brief, what about your story? Tell us your story.
Yeah, it's a very simple story. So this, I got interested in science, so basically, and then it happened that I selected chemistry for that purpose. I had interest in biology also, so but somehow I thought of joining chemistry. So got into honors school course, BSc and then MSc honors school, and qualified these both degrees, and I also got medals for studying first in both the degrees, and then pursued my PhD at the same institute, my alma mater. So after completing PhD, I got a chance appointment in an engineering college which has just now come up. So we were like building it up. It was the first batch, Regional Engineering College, Jalandhar, which is nowadays FMU NIT Jalandhar. So I was one of the first faculty of the chemistry was recruited. So I stayed there for 2 years. Developed it. It was like different. We were not having MSc courses, so that was another disadvantage which I thought I'd be forgetting my chemistry. So then I got a chance to join my alma mater. So I joined my alma mater after 2 years and started my research career and academic career as far as teaching is concerned in chemistry. And it has been a wonderful time that I've spent. Did research which I wanted to do, so and developed new areas. So I was always attracted towards new areas which were coming up. Started with my research on biocatalysis and then moved on to organocatalysis, and these are areas where you can build molecules with having a stereogenic center. So these are called chiral molecules, and they're very important. And there were no one in our department working in this area, so I wanted to work in an area which is like not there, so that we can contribute to that development of that area in our institute, in our university. So anyway, God has been grateful. given me chances to do whatsoever I wanted to do, and I'm happy with everything that I have achieved.
Can we define chemistry for the layman who has not studied in a school or college in very simple words and terms? Like, what is chemistry? Chemistry क्या है? अगर हम
वो
बहुत
क्या है?
ये
अभी आपने पिया था ना ये?
पानी, हाँ जी।
ये केमिस्ट्री है।
अच्छा। और what about this? Is
आपकी
this
आप
chemistry
आप
as well?
सांस क्या ले रहे हैं?
हाँ, वो भी तो ऑक्सीजन
केमिस्ट्री
है,
है। वो
chemistry
कैसे
है।
आगे अंदर जाके कन्वर्ट हो रहा है और आपको एनर्जी दे रहा है बोलने के
जी
लिए?
जी
ये
बिल्कुल,
भी
ये
केमिस्ट्री है।
केमिस्ट्री है।
ये भी केमिस्ट्री
This room, all these things what you see,
तो सब
is chemistry.
केमिस्ट्री है, जो हम खा रहे हैं, जो पहन रहे हैं,
आप
of course,
पॉलीमर्स खा रहे हैं,
yes, yes.
starting from you get up
स्टार्च
from
खा
the
रहे हैं,
bed,
स्टार्च को ग्लूकोज
till
बन
you
रहा है।
go to bed
Go to
at
sleep
night.
at night. तो सब कुछ केमिस्ट्री ही है हमारे।
आपने केमिस्ट्री पहनी हुई है।
Exactly.
So ये बिंदी है, लिपस्टिक, anything you
Yes,
you
yes, yes,
top
they're
of
chemicals.
your
You brush in the morning, you brush.
Yeah, yeah.
So the brush
वो भी
material is
chemistry है।
chemistry.
So
they're all chemicals basically. You're dealing with chemicals day in and day out.
तो हम केमिस्ट्री के साथ रहते हैं, अगर ये कहें तो
आप जीते हैं।
अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगी।
अगर जिस दिन केमिस्ट्री बंद हो जाती है उस दिन आप मर जाते हैं।
Exactly.
We cannot live without drops taking pills.
So chemistry is part and parcel of our lives, and so interesting. I mean, such interesting conversations coming from Professor SWAPANDEEP and Professor SATYABAN JENA. Before we end this episode, I request you to just say a few tips for the students who are pursuing chemistry. I mean, academically they want to make a career out of this subject.
Yes.
वो क्या करें? कुछ अगर 2-3 आप उनको टिप्स दे दें, जीवन में कौन से 2-3 चीजें वो करे तो वो सक्सेस पा ले।
2-3 की मैं एक ही की बात करूंगा।
जी
हार्ड वर्क।
जी
बस अच्छी तरह कमिटमेंट के साथ, पैशन के साथ अपनी पढ़ाई करें और लर्न करें एंड कंसेप्ट्स को अंडरस्टैंड करें और उसके बाद आपके पास फ्री फ्लो हो जाएगा सब चीजों का। सिर्फ हार्ड वर्क इज द ओनली की।
प्रोफेसर जेना आपण कोन कहबे हम दर्शक मानकु?
प्रथमे सब्जेक्ट प्रति गोटे इंटरेस्ट डेवलप करिवार अछि,
हम्म
जानिबार नुआ नॉलेज जानिबार, सो जानिबार जो आनंदटा अछि सेटा डेवलप करिवार अछि पिला।
एग्जैक्टली।
आ द्वितीय रे पिलाकर हार्ड वर्किंग हो पड़ी, परिश्रमी करी हो पड़ी। परिश्रम बिना कोनसी जिंस आसीबन, एटा द्वितीय। तृतीय कथा आजिकल जो लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी रे बहुत जिंस आसुची, आपण यूट्यूब रे देखिबे, फोन रे बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लेक्चर आछि, सेटा भी यूज करिवार अछि। अजथरे समय नष्ट करिबा, पिला यूट्यूब रे बहुत फालतू जिंस देखुछन, ए चीज दरकार नै। पाठ विषय देखंतु, पाठ समयटा यूटिलाइज करंतु, आ नुआ जिंस जानिबार आग्रह रहू, तेबे निश्चय सक्सेस अछि।
So as we can get, I mean, we have got so many tips. Ek to hard work, and the second that Professor Jena said that you should know what to omit and what to include from the social media, from the internet. A lot of podcasts are there, a lot of videos are there. When you cannot watch, you can just listen to some very interesting programs, some very informative episodes that are out there. We are living in an ocean, we are surrounded with the ocean of knowledge, but it's very important for you to delve deep into it and select what is needed for you, what is essential for you. On this note, I thank you both once again for coming to our show, for spending time with us, talking to us, and giving such information, to all of us. Thank you so much, sir. Namaskar.
Thank you.